And we're joined now by Spartan men's basketball coach George Nessman. And Coach, first of all, middle of a 3-game homestand, two games down, huge victories over good teams in the conference, setting up a really big one against Hawaii coming up. Your thoughts on the first two?
Well, first of all, we don't use the phrase really big because we get caught up, in the hype of one game. When we came home from Hawaii, we knew this would be an important homestand with La Tech and New Mexico State. Both at the top of the conference. If we were going to get ourselves anywhere close to the race, we knew we had to have some success. We looked at the homestand as one game at a time, La Tech first, New Mexico State second. I thought we played pretty well in both those games, and now we need to train our attention to Hawaii. We lost to Hawaii about 10 days ago. They're an excellent team. They have a lot of size and a lot of power, so we need to be ready to handle them. We know it's going to be a tough one on Thursday night.
Losing by a point. So does that help in getting the guys motivated because they want to get right back out there against the team?
Well, I think there's some of that, but there's also, I think, a bigger motivation for us in terms of wanting to finish as high as we can in the conference race. And so every game starts to take on that added significance as you proceed through the schedule. Hawaii game is number 8, so it's the midpoint of the WAC schedule, and I think our guys are excited by that too. We have a lot of respect for Hawaii, so we don't look at them like, well, they beat us, we're going to pay them back. We know they're a really good team. You don't want to look at them that way. We need to play good basketball. And I thought that was the real key against La Tech and New Mexico State. We played pretty well. We shot the ball well in both games. We didn't have a lot of mental errors, and that will generally lead you to a good result.
Now back to that New Mexico State game for a second. It was so electric in the event center last Saturday and erasing the double-digit deficit and ending up with 93 points, 61 in the second half. That I'm sure that had to feel good. And now with the students coming back, what do you expect the atmosphere to be like on Thursday?
Well, hopefully it will be that plus. I think you hit it right on the head. There was a really nice atmosphere in the event center on Saturday night, and our people were really behind us. Sometimes. And I understand historically, whatever. Look, our guys give great effort, and I think they're worth supporting. Win or lose, they're worth supporting. And I thought the game Saturday was just that. It was a heck of a college basketball game where both teams played in streaks at really high level. And I would imagine anybody had a hard time not being entertained by that. Hopefully, with the students now back on campus, Thursday night could be an even bigger crowd with more noise, more kinetic energy in the crowd, and get behind our team because it definitely makes a difference. I was talking to the head coach, Marvin Menzies, he's a good friend of mine from New Mexico State, after the game, and he goes, that's the toughest crowd you've ever had since I've been coming here, and I think it definitely made a difference for us.
Here on this, Adrian Oliver won Player of the Week. He had 39 in the win against Louisiana Tech, but then every one of your starters had a huge game against New Mexico State. What were your thoughts? Does it help the team in any way in the eyes of other teams in the conference when your players are winning Player of the Week honors?
Well, I think the kids, they notice it, but no one puts a huge. I mean, it's a nice honor, and congratulations to Adrian, and we're all happy for him, but. Ultimately, you just go on with what you got to concentrate on what you got to do next. Adrian had a phenomenal game against Boise. It's an unusually good game, and Adrian's capable of big things. But even for him, it was a heck of a performance. And it's funny, he only scored 22 against New Mexico State, and people look at that like it wasn't. That's pretty good. And that tells you the high caliber player Adrian is. We like to have balanced scoring, but. When someone gets it rolling like Adrian had it rolling, we're going to put that ball in his hands as much as we can, which is what we did against Louisiana Tech. I think that, when you slice that whole thing up, it's really important that we play good basketball. More than individuals play is that we play good basketball, and individuals do their best to fulfill their roles for our team. And right now we're pretty focused on that.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck on Thursday.
Thanks, Sean.
And tickets are still available for that game, 924-SJTX. Thursday night, Hawaii comes to town, and then the Spartans head back on the road to Utah State.